Hey guys, what's up? Today is such a beautiful day and a perfect time to recover through a yoga flow experience today. This is a day to hone in on the fact that it's okay, that your heart rate is not going to go through the roof, and that this is a necessary experience that we all need to have on a weekly basis to help rejuvenate, recharge those muscles, recover the muscles, and also our mental state. So we're gonna do a yoga flow. I'm pretty pumped about it, and I'm so excited to have you here. So let's start on your mat with your feet right under your hips, hands in prayer, having your yoga mat, and that is all you need. So let's just stand here, closing our eyes, taking some nice deep breaths in through the nose, working on expanding that belly as we inhale. Exhaling out your nose. Just focusing on realigning our spine. And every inhale, we focus on all those positive things that are in our life, all of the places that we are focusing on going and achieving, all the things that we can be grateful for right now in our life. And every time we exhale, we recognize the negative thoughts, the fear, the worry, the stress, the anxiety. We accept them and then we let them go through our exhale. So let's just take 3 more nice deep breaths here, setting an intention for this practice. If you're outdoors, just listening to what nature has to say to you, and knowing that this is exactly where you are meant to be. Let's open those eyes. On the next inhale, let's reach it up, opening up at the top. Exhaling, bringing those hands into prayer, releasing all the way down, relaxing our head. Inhaling, coming up to that nice flat back where our hands rest on the bottom of our knees or shins. Exhale, release. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale to that nice flat back, long neck. Exhale, release. Inhale 1 more time. While you're down there, alternating those knees 1 at a time. Continuing to breathe through the stretching that's happening, the elongation of our muscles. And we're going to bring those arms out to the side with a nice flat back as we inhale, reverse swan dive. Inhale, exhale. Let's do that again and add on. Inhale, open it up, pulling those arms back, opening up through the hips. Exhale, swan dive down, release the head. Inhale to that flat back. Exhale, release. Let's bend those knees, walking ourselves 1 foot and then the other into that nice high plank. Let's just hold it right here, really honing in on this amazing position. Shoulders over the wrists, nice long neck and spine. Our abs are pulled in and engaged. Our legs are long. Let's come down to the knees. Inhale as we come down to our chin. And then exhale, scooping up into that upward facing dog. We're gonna come up and over those toes on the exhale to find that downward facing dog. Opening up the shoulders, pressing the heels to the floor. On the inhale, let's take 1 step forward, 2 steps forward, straighten those legs, reverse that swan dive. Inhale all the way up. Exhale. Let's go through that again. Inhale. Each time we do this, getting a little bit deeper into those stretches. Exhale. Inhale to that flat back. Exhale, release. Inhale, walking back into that plank, holding here, doing little rocks forward and back. Coming forward onto those toes. 4 more. 2 more nice calming breaths. Coming down onto those knees, chin coming forward on the inhale, scooping right up into that upward facing dog, taking the knees off the floor. floor if you can. And on the exhale, we're lifting up over the toes into that downward facing dog, pressing our hands away, our heels to the floor, nice long spine. Let's alternate our feet here as we stretch through our calf muscles. And we're going to inhale into that plank and exhale back into that down dog. Inhale into that plank, exhale into that down dog. One more time, inhale into that plank, exhale into that down dog. Hold it here, picking up that right leg, picking it up nice and high, hold it, bring it through, hover it over the ground, shoulders over the wrist. 3, 2, 1. Placing that foot between your hands. It may take a couple little hops, and that's okay. Keeping your opposite hand down, pick up that same arm and rotate, looking up beyond your fingers, maybe at the sky. Turning that hand, bringing it along the lower back, pulling that shoulder up and back. Taking 2 deep breaths here. And bringing that arm back up, back between the hands, bringing that foot back into that downward facing dog, walking or hopping those feet, flatten the heels, reverse that swan dive, inhale, exhale. You know the drill, we gotta get that other side. Here we go, inhale, exhale, release it down. Inhale to that flat back, nice long neck, exhale, release. Inhale, walk or jump into that plank, holding it right here, rocking forward and back, forward and back. 3 more here, inhale forward, exhale back. 2 more, exhale, inhale. Dropping the knees, inhaling to the chin, upward facing dog, knees coming off, pressing into the tops of those feet. Exhale, coming into that downward facing dog, holding right here. And inhale into your plank, hold. Exhale, lift. Inhale, hold into that plank. Exhale, lift. 1 more time, inhale. Exhale, this time, picking up that left foot nice and high. Bringing that knee forward to hover for 3, 2, 1. Placing it down between your hands, just getting it there. Dropping that back hip, keeping the opposite hand on the floor, reaching up. Taking a nice deep breath, sweeping that arm around across the low back for the opposite pocket. 2 nice deep breaths here as we open up that shoulder. And bring it up and around. Bringing that foot back into that downward facing dog, hopping or walking up 2 feet, straightening those legs. Reverse that swan dive. All the way up. Exhale, let's do it again. Let's get into it even more. Exhale, swan dive down. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, release. Inhale, walking or hopping back into that plank, rocking forward, back, forward, back. This time holding it, last one, dropping the knees, chin, chest. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, coming into that downward facing dog, holding here, lifting up that right leg to the sky, opening up the hip for a nice big hip stretch. Coming back to the center, bringing it through to the front, hovering it for 3, 2, 1, placing it down, dropping that back heel, keeping that back leg nice and long, keeping the front knee over the ankle. We're gonna swivel those arms into warrior 2, holding it right here. Just taking some nice deep breaths here. Seeing if you can sink a little bit lower into that warrior two. That back leg is super duper long. Keeping your breath calm and controlled. Reaching forward, dropping that forearm, coming into that side angle pose. Coming back into warrior two, reversing into that reverse warrior. Coming back to warrior two, keeping that front leg nice and bent and engaged. Lowering the hips, drop that forearm, side angle once again. Take an inhale, coming back through warrior two, rotating the chest forward, reverse warrior. And windmilling those hands down into that low lunge, bringing that foot back into plank, into downward facing dog. Holding here for just a moment. Walk or hop those feet into your hands. This time coming into chair pose right here. Find that chair pose and hold. Depressing those shoulder blades down and back. Arms are nice and long. Back is super duper straight. Coming up to the toes. And back to the heels. 2 more times. Up to the toes. Back to the heels. Nice control. To the toes. Hover. Get a little lower. And release. And reverse that swan dive. Inhale, reaching it up. Exhale. Again, let's do it. Opposite side. Inhale. Enjoy every moment of this. Feel through your movements and your stretches. Inhale to that flat back. Exhale, release. Walk or hop back into your plank. Hovering forward as far as you can and back. And forward, inhale, and back. Last one, holding it forward. If you can do this without your knees, hovering down, inhale, turning the toes over, upward facing dog. And exhale, flipping over the toes, finding that downward facing dog, lifting the tailbone up. Picking up that left leg nice and high and opening up the knee to the sky. Coming back to the center, bringing that leg through, hovering over the ground for 3, 2, 1, placing it on the ground, staying low until you really feel in that perfect position for you. Dropping the back heel, nice long leg in the back, bending that front leg, nice long arms, little pulses if that feels good for you. Holding it right here, focusing on squeezing those inner thighs together like you're trying to zip up your pants. Being able to see the inside of that big toe. Reaching forward, drop the forearm. Reach and extend into side angle. And coming back through warrior two, turning the rib cage forward, reverse warrior. Back to warrior two, holding it. Reach forward a little further, drop, reach, keeping that front leg nice and bent. Embracing that burn. Coming through warrior two, turning, chest forward. Oh boy, feeling that front leg for sure. Coming back to warrior two, and we're gonna continue that windmill all the way down, bringing that front leg to the back, coming back into that downward facing dog. Hop or walk up into your chair position. There is no perfect spot you should be in except with a nice straight spine. Knees are bent, hips are back. Arms are extended long beyond your head. 3 deep breaths here, engaging through your belly. Let's come up to the toes, hover, extend the arms a little longer, slowly put them down. 2 more times, reach it up, lower, hold it up, sink a little lower, and release it down. Oh. Woo. Reverse swan dive. Inhale. Exhale. All right, we're gonna go through two more vinyasas a little quicker. Here we go. Inhale, open it up. Exhale, swan dive down, release. Inhale to that flat back. Exhale, release. Inhale, jump or walk back into your plank. Inhale, forward, hover into that upward facing dog. Exhale, coming through to downward facing dog. Holding here for a moment. Picking up that right leg nice and high. And bringing it through. Hover for 3, 2, 1. Bringing it, putting it down. Dropping that back heel. Coming up into warrior 2 right here. Holding it. Extending into reverse warrior. Coming through into extended side angle, sliding that arm down if you can, dropping the hips, nice long lines. Coming back through warrior 2, straightening that front leg, reaching to my hand, dropping that arm, coming into triangle pose. Taking that arm off to the front, holding. Placing it back down, bringing the top arm to meet the bottom without changing your feet. Lifting the opposite arm up for revolve triangle. Trying to look up at that arm. Bringing the hands together, bending into that front leg, coming into our warrior 3. Arms can be out to the side or to the back. Nice straight line, holding it here. 2 more deep breaths. Placing your foot into the other foot, coming into chair. Right here, hover. See if you can get a little lower, extending those arms, but relaxing the shoulders. And coming all the way up, inhale. Exhale, going through it again on the other side. Exhale. Inhale, release. Nice long neck. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, walk or hop back into your plank. Come forward on the inhale, hover into upward facing dog. Exhale, coming into downward facing dog, lifting up, getting yourself settled, picking up that left leg to the sky. Bringing it forward and hovering for 3, 2, 1, placing it down. Take your time. Drop the back heel, coming through warrior 2, getting nice and low for yourself. Coming through into reverse warrior. Coming through warrior 2, continuing right into extended side angle. Pressing into that bottom leg. Coming back through warrior 2, extending that leg, coming forward for triangle pose. Opening up through that torso, taking that bottom arm, lifting it up and gazing up at the sky. Placing it back down, rotating the torso. You may have to adjust your feet. Opposite arm comes up and trying to follow that arm with the eyes. Challenge for sure, bringing the hands together, bending in that front leg, coming forward into warrior 3. Once again, maybe changing your arm position. Nice extended spine, head is neutral. Holding it for 2 more deep breaths, loving, embracing all the different feels you're getting. And place that leg down, coming right into chair, as low as you can get with good form. Relax the shoulders. Deep breaths. 3, 2, and 1. Release, let your head hang. We're gonna bend those knees, coming all the way down to your bottom. Feels so good. All right, sit up nice and tall. Let's flex those toes up to the sky. Reach up, inhale. Exhale, leading with your belly, chest, chin, coming as far forward as you can. Grabbing hold once you can't go any further. And releasing. Back it up a little bit. Let's try that again. See if we can get a little further. Inhale. Extend as far as you possibly can go and release your head. You can grab between your big toe and your second toe, or you can just grab around the outsides of your feet. Whatever works for you. And come on up. Amazing. Let's pick up one leg, bring it up and over, wrapping that opposite arm around the leg. Reach up, reach towards the back at the base of the spine. Inhale, lift. Exhale, twist. Continue walking that hand towards your tailbone and rotating, keeping both sits bones on the floor. And a little counter twist. Picking up that same foot for a little rockabye baby right here. Knowing that the higher your foot gets, the more you're gonna feel it in the outside of that hip. Oh yeah. All right, place that leg down, so gentle and nice. Grab the other leg, pull it in nice and close, keeping both sides of your hiney on the ground. Wrap your arm around, reach up, reach back, try to get it as close to the base of your spine as possible. Lift, inhale, and exhale. Keep twisting. And counter twist, leaning over. Picking up that leg like a little baby, rocking it, twisting. Amazing. Crossing those legs one over the other, or if you like, pick your feet up and get those feet on top of your legs. I haven't done this in a while. Let's see. Woo! It's ripping at my skin. All right, so find what works for you to sit here and finish. This feels really good for me. So wherever you are, really pulling that flesh of your bottom, pulling it out so that you can sit up super tall. You can realign your spine. You can reach those arms down to the ground, shoulders back, super duper long neck. Closing your eyes, coming back to the intention that you set at the beginning of this amazing practice. I am so grateful for you being here, taking the time to come to your workout space, to remove distractions, and to work on yourself. Inhale. Once again, exhale, releasing any tension you had in your body. Maybe you're still holding on to some mental stress, letting that go, and just continuously flooding your mind and flooding your body on every inhale with all the amazing positive things going on in your life, all the amazing talents that you have, the passions that you have, your family, your loved ones, all the people and potential that you have in your world. Take all that in with this last deep breath in, reaching those arms up, being open to receive. Exhale, bringing those hands into prayer. And thank you so much for being a part of this experience with me. I had a blast. This was amazing and definitely necessary for myself. I know sometimes us athletes, us people that really love the intensity of certain interval workouts is what we strive for, but this is necessary to continue improving our fitness and our game and staying injury free. So thank you for joining me. You were amazing. Always believe in yourself. I'll see you next time. Great job.